All right, here we go, episode 2 of the shit show Wylde Audio Reviews. Like I said, my brother and I, we were chilling at my place. We were having some beers. We got a little drunk. He had his guitars with him because he had an upcoming gig. So we brought him up. I shot him. Here we go. Without further ado, here's episode 2 of the shit show Wylde Audio Reviews. Hey everybody, Stu here. Today I got another Wylde audio guitar for you. Once again, coming from my brother Brennan, who absolutely loves Zakk Wylde. This is the Wylde Audio Viking V with the Pinstripe configuration on it. I think this guitar, you guys know me, I'm a huge fan of flying V guitars, and this one I'm actually really liking. I love the pointed top, the harpoon style head on here. I like the extra little cutaway that they have. I also like, it's not super noticeable, but there's an extra cutaway on the neck here so you can get up really high, really accessible, up to the 22nd fret. Zakk Wylde doesn't do 24 fret guitars, never played them. He's not really interested in it, so 22 fret guitars. The crazy thing about this neck is that this is actually thicker than on the Odin that I played earlier, the all black. And the downside of this that I've experienced is when you're standing and you're holding it, like if you're on stage or you're rocking out a little bit, it wants to go down. The neck actually outweighs the body. There's a fix for this that we can do. If you guys want me to do a video on how to correct the balance, if you guys have guitars, I know I've had a few of them in the past, let me know. I'll make a video on how to fix that and how to get some extra weight on here that's not very expensive and fairly easy to do. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward. Zakk Wylde's pretty much been using the same rig for, geez, about as long as I've been alive. So 81, 85 pickups, still made in Schecter, by Schecter, distributed by Schecter from Guitar Center. So it's made from Schecter, South Korea, which isn't a knock on them at all. I've owned several Schecters in my lifetime, and I love them. I think they're built really well. This isn't bolt-on, but it's not neck-through. You can tell that it's still two different pieces. I really like this guitar. I like the way it looks. I like the way it feels in the hands. So speaking of which, let's go ahead and jam on this a little bit. Let's see how this thing handles with a little bit of chug. Let me kick on the Zakk Wylde distortion pedal here. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I think it sounds good, feels good. Strings on this are a little flubby. It's tuned all the way down to C sharp standard. Oh, another thing to note is the selector switch on this is actually up on the top wing. A lot of flying Vs will put it down on the bottom wing, but this one's actually up here. So that's something to consider as well. Also, another thing, this is kind of a pet peeve of mine. With flying V guitars, if the jack's going to be on the top wing, make it slanted so it goes in, so we don't have this sticking straight out. Like with the old Gibson flying Vs, you know, if we want to come around and go straight in on the bottom wing here, that's not really an issue. But if we're coming in like this, I don't know, I like to brace my legs up here. I like to, you know, come in so when I do, you know, I like to do that. I don't know. That just doesn't seem too secured for me. But other than the weird selector position, which really isn't that big of a deal. I mean, it is what it is. As long as I can switch between the pickups, that's really all I care about. This is just a pet peeve of mine. It's got a little bit of a balance issue, but we can easily fix that. So I may fix this up for my brother and get this rocking and rolling for him. Yeah, I think that's pretty much about it. I really don't know what else to say about the Wylde Audio guitars. They're pretty straightforward, and Hell, if you clicked on this video and you want to watch it anyway, you already know pretty much everything there is to know about Zakk Wylde and the kind of guitars he uses. So I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.